Hi, my name is Ruth, and this is my January 6th debate. The first question is about if January 6th tarnished America's reputation abroad. And I would say yes. I think that we are known for a peaceful transfer of power. So I think that was probably very shocking to the world. At the same time, there's a lot of other Western world powers that were experiencing a lot of strikes and protests in the last few years. So in that context, I don't think it's that shocking, and also considering how polarized politics have become, I think that gives a lot of context. I think it was just the mood of the world at the time, or the mood of the world in the past decade or so. And the second question is, like, what led people to participate in the protests? So I think that people felt very entitled to have Trump elected again. And when they started to think that there was corruption and that the election was illegitimate, their response was very emotional. Additionally, I think that the right was used to winning for the past 4 years, like while Trump was president, and they were unprepared to lose, which led to an emotional response. I think another variable was the rise of conspiracy theories at the time. QAnon became popular, became known, or came into existence. There was a lot of far-right commentators that were gaining popularity at the time as well. So that's another variable. The third question is, what is the meaning of January 6th? What was the goal, I guess? I think for some it was truly a heated attempt at insurrection. But like every protest, I think that there was people who had ill intent that were present, and then there's also people who just got caught up in all of it, and maybe just went along even to see what would happen. So would the protesters actually have been violent towards Congress if given the opportunity? It's hard to say. I think crowds like that are unpredictable because it only takes a few people to stir something up. So in summary, I think the purposes were somewhat of a mixed bag. I think for some it was probably just to show their frustration, their anger, and of course January 6th is the professor's birthday, so it's an important day nonetheless. The last question is regarding what will happen in the upcoming election. I really have no idea who will be elected. I can't imagine that Biden is going to be in condition to lead another 4 years, but I'm sure Vice President would be happy to take power. I don't think there will be violence, although if people feel like it was rigged again, then I think there is a real possibility. Like if that becomes part of the discourse, I think there's a possibility of violence, but definitely will be protests. I mean, there's protests every election, I think, but to what extent, I don't think it will be to the same extent as January 6th. I think it seems like circumstances aren't quite as heated as they were 4 years ago. I think with having kind of the same candidates again, it just maybe took a little bit of the air out of the tires or the balloons. So that's my opinion. Thank you.